to have a successful business if you're starting every conversation expecting it to fail, if you're making every single post knowing that a distributor is not going to sign up from it, if you sit there and tell yourself over and over and over that all of the people that are successful in this business are just successful because A to Z, and that you can't do that. It is, to me, that's the number one thing, is to have a strong mindset when you're trying to run a successful business or to get anywhere into this business. So I have never done personal development up until probably around the time I went double, because I couldn't read and I thought personal development was all about reading, and that's not it. You can watch little videos like that. Like that video was 3 minutes and 24 seconds long, and it inspired the hell out of me the first time I watched it, and I still watch it all the time. When I feel like I'm in a bad mood or like cannot get my mind right, I watch that video because I love Rachel Hollis, and that's who made this book. So I'm just going to read just some like sections on this. Hold on just a second. Okay, so I'm going to read y'all some quotes out of this on just 2 pages really quickly. I posted on my Instagram story, but if you didn't happen to see it, now I'm going to read it to you. So she said, "The secret to my that's awkward, success isn't celebrity status. All joking aside, my success has to do a lot to do with waking up early, being the hardest working person in the room, asking for help, being able to fail over and over again, and working constantly to improve both myself and my brand. But plenty of people do those things and don't experience the kind of success that I've had." So I went live in Diamond Tribe yesterday. If you didn't watch that, I would go watch it too. A big part of success is showing up. A big part of success is putting in the work that you're expecting everyone on your team to put in. And so anytime you're watching personal development or reading it, apply it to your business, because so much of this goes back into what people are talking about with mindset. If I'm expecting all of y'all in this Zoom to work to make me a paycheck, my business is never going to go up. I'm never going to grow. I'm never going to be able to, because I'm not putting into y'all. I'm not helping you. I'm not doing what I expect of y'all. So if you're one of those people that is expecting your team to step up and do the things that you're not doing, how are they ever going to do that? Because you're not setting the example for them. If you, like, I know I'm not a wizard. I'm not some unicorn that has like had amazing times in this business every day. There are times where I don't want to message, or I don't want to work, or I don't want to respond to the 15,000 text messages that I have, or I get really frustrated, or I get told no so many times that I just don't want to start another conversation with the fear of getting told no. I get that. I feel that, because that's like ridiculous for me to say that. I've never been through that. But what I want y'all to know is that when I'm feeling like that, the thing that motivates the crap out of me is to do the things I'm not wanting to do. When I start new conversations and people respond to me, or I get a new phone number and I'm talking to them, that like relights my whole fire, because I love talking to people about what I do. And that is the number one thing that people come to me about. And even people that don't buy from me or don't buy like products or join this business with me, they say that I inspire them because I'm so passionate about what I do. They may be passionate about something else, but they know that I'm passionate about this company. So if I'm able to do that and I'm able to start these conversations and talk to people and talk to them about the products and talk to them about the business because I'm passionate about what I do, I'm going to get so much more results. So she said, "I'm successful because I refuse to take no for an answer. I'm successful because I have never once believed my dreams were someone else's to manage. That's the incredible part about your dreams. Nobody gets to tell you how big that they can be. No doesn't mean that you stop. It simply means that you change the course in order to make it your destination. What if none of it's happening to you? What if it's all happening for you? It's all about perception, you guys, and not the way that you feel." So I feel like all the times that we hear no and we see no over and over and over, and we feel like we're doing all of the right things. I talk to y'all all the time, and I feel like, I don't say this to make you feel like you're the same as everyone else, but I get the same responses from all of you. I text you, I check in on you, and you're like, "Oh, well, I'm doing all these things and I'm not getting results," or, "Oh, I feel like I'm messaging enough people and I feel like I'm posting good enough and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, but I'm not getting results." So this is where I want you to ask yourself, if Mark Pentecost were to walk up to you, so say your goal is Ruby, if Mark were to write you a $500 check and walk up to you and give it to you, would you think that you earned it? Would you think that you've put in enough work to get that $500 paycheck from him and feel 100% confident that you did the work to get it? Or if you're pushing for Emerald, if Mark walked up to you and gave you a $1,200 paycheck and said, "Congratulations, you earned this," would you feel that you earned that $1,200 paycheck by what you're putting in right now? So every day that you've been in this business, every day this month at least, because the very beginning of the month, you have from the 1st to the 30th or the 31st to reach these promotions. Can you honestly say that the 8 days of this month that you've been putting in the work in order to get that $500 paycheck and that $1,000 bonus? These are questions you have to ask yourself, because I'm not with you. That's the hard part about this business, is I can't sit there and coach you along, and your enroller or your leader cannot sit there and say, hey, are you doing this? Hey, are you doing this? Because you can lie to me all day. I mean, we always know who is working by who is enrolling, and you can tell, but I can't sit there and hold your hand through everything. This business is 100% self-paced and based off of what you're doing. So you have to ask yourself, am I putting in the work that I'm supposed to be? Oh my God, hi, Ella. I just saw her pigtails and I knew that was her. So I want you to sit there today, tonight, and ask yourself, is the work that you're putting in right now worth the paycheck that you feel like you're going for right now? Do you feel like the work you're doing is going to earn you that paycheck? If not, that is where personal development comes in. That's where reevaluating, okay, how much work do I need to be putting in? Because obviously what I'm doing is not producing results. I'm going to be honest with y'all. In March, when I went double, I enrolled 60 plus customers that month. Every month before that, which was a year or so, I had never enrolled over 21 customers. 21 was the highest customers I'd ever enrolled. March came around and I was like, okay, if I'm going to go double, I'm going to really need to step it up, and I'm going to be having to figure out how to get out of my comfort zone and how to go the extra mile and how to have better conversations and how to enroll more customers. And I kept asking Courtney, like, how do I do it? What do I do? And she was telling me all the things that I knew I was supposed to be doing. I decided that month that I was going to enroll a crap ton of customers. And what I did was I got out this little nifty Steps to Success paper that I always tell y'all to print out. And I numbered on the back of it to 71. Okay. I didn't know from 0 to 71 how many customers I was going to actually enroll, but I knew that if I could hit 71, I would be okay. And I knew that if I hit anything above 21, where I put my little original mark, I put a dot by 21 because that's where I had to at least get to. And anywhere from 21 to 71 is where I needed to be in order to be better than the way that I was before. So this month, March, when I went double diamond, I stopped writing them down at 51 because that's when I promoted, but I kept enrolling after that from the momentum of all the work I was putting in that month. I think I hit like 64 that month. I know that I did this because I believed in myself. And this is the month I started watching personal development. I started watching those short little videos like the one I showed you at the beginning of this. I started caring more about my conversations. I completely did away with scripts, obviously not like the basic ones. But when I was talking to customers, I was personal. Like, yes, I use that. Yes, I love it. Yes, this, blah, 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 and agreeing with them. And realizing that it was all in my mindset. I decided that month that that's what I was going to do, and I was going to enroll. I didn't need my upline to constantly tell me exactly how, which obviously that does help, and I do want you to do that. But I'm saying I knew that month I was going to do it, and I decided it, and I did it. And so every month since then, I know if I enrolled that many customers that month, there is no way and no reason why I can't continue to do that. And it always seems like when you're going for a huge goal that the devil is completely against you and everything in the world goes wrong. It always happens. I know, like when I went triple, I was blocked from texting for 7 days. Like I'm blocked right now. It's really freaking great. I was blocked for 7 days. My Instagram, I got blocked from messaging on both Instagrams that I have. I got blocked from adding friends on Facebook. Every single conversation I was having was so much more difficult than the way that they normally were. I couldn't get people to commit. I could not for the life of me get people to sign up without having to pull their teeth and saying, hey, I'll send you this for free or I'll do this for free, because they weren't just like flocking to me. But I knew I had to do it because I had to promote. So I'm going to read the next page of this book. Looks like a couple sections down. So this is talking about like dreaming and talking about your goals and all of the things that like you tell yourself. So basically this book, every chapter is a lie that she's told herself. So you're not good enough. No is always no, like all of these different chapters. And so she said, nobody, not a voice of authority, not your mom, not your foremost expert in your arena gets to tell you how big your dreams can be. They can talk all they want, but you get to decide if you're willing to listen. Rent your garments and wail to the heavens like some biblical mourner. Get it all out, then dry your eyes and wash your face. Don't tell me you don't have it in you to want something more in your life. Don't tell me you have to give up because it's difficult. This is life or death too. This is the difference between living a life you've always dreamed of or sitting alongside the death of the person you were meant to become. You have got to do something about it. You have to reach down inside yourself and remember the reason that you started this. You'd better find the will to keep going, because if you don't, I promise you someone else will. If that happens, you will watch someone else achieve your dreams and enjoy the spoils of their hard-fought battle. And if that happens, you will understand one of the greatest lessons in this life. The only thing worse than giving up is wishing that you hadn't given up. Don't you get it? Nothing that lasts is accomplished quickly. Nobody's entire legacy is based on a single moment, but rather the collections of one's experiences. If you're lucky, your legacy will be a lifetime in the making. Your dream is worth fighting for, and while you're not in control of what life throws at you, you're in control of the fight. So, once again, buy the book, read the book, live by the book, because this book is insane. And right there, what she said, there are so many times where when I was enrolling or couldn't figure out how to enroll, or I was maybe struggling with trying to figure out, okay, why can't I get a distributor sign up? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I get a customer to enroll? What is wrong with my conversations? It all ties back to mindset. And I literally, my team will tell you, I never talked about mindset I've never talked about it up until probably around the time I went double, when I actually started watching it. And now every time they come to me and tell me something that's not working, it's in your mind. Like literally, I never talked about mindset until I realized that I have to get my mind better, especially when you start growing a team and you're dealing with different leaders and you're dealing with different situations. You have to figure out how to be a better leader to them. And I can't be a better leader with an 18-year-old mind that I had then. I can't be a better leader being a 19-year-old that's not gone through anything and try to relate to a mom or a married person or someone in a family or gone through things that I've never gone through. And that's all with getting your mind better. So watching those videos and learning how to grow as a person and grow as a leader and just grow overall. Like you can't sit in one position and expect your business to go to different levels with your mind staying on the same one. You can't get better at things if you sit there and don't, like, that's like saying you want to be a bodybuilder, but you're not willing to put in more workouts. Not going to happen. You want to be the CEO, but you're not willing to go to work more and stay at work. It's not going to happen. You have to grow your mind in order to promote in this business and to be a better person, a better leader, and to be better than who you were yesterday. So we're going to add this next video. This is like the very first personal development video I ever shared and that I ever watched. And I don't think it's as good as the other one because that first one that I showed y'all is my favorite. And now I can't see because this won't move. And so this is the first video I shared.
I'm going to stand up because I've been through a lot. And I am going to give you guys just a few quick steps that have helped me. The first one is stop feeling sorry for yourself, because you are not doing yourself or your future any good by throwing a pity party. I have had phases in my life where I could have felt sorry for myself. Building in this profession over these years, I've been a single woman trying to get a man. I've been a girlfriend trying to keep a man. I've been a wife dealing with a man, and now I'm a divorced single mom without a man. But don't feel sorry for me, because I don't feel sorry for myself. Because if I had felt sorry for myself in any of those phases in my career, I would not be who I am today, and that is a 7-figure earning network marketer. So don't feel sorry for yourself. The second thing is embrace the pain. Look, you can't go over it, you can't go under it, you can't go around it, you can only go through it. And I can hear some of you saying right now, you just don't know my pain. And I don't know your pain, but I'll give you a little snippet of mine. In 2013, I lost my mom. In 2014, I lost my sister. In 2015, I lost my husband. And in 2016, I have spent all of 2016 trying to make that official. And I can tell you, I know pain. But let me just share this. This time last year, I was on this stage. I didn't act like this. I didn't talk like this. I didn't feel like this. And I finally had to use my personal development on myself. I had to say, you've got to stop avoiding this. You've got to accept this. And you've got to go through the pain. And you know what? A better version of me was waiting on the other side. And I am excited now that I can look at me and be proud that I made it through a dark time in my life. And if you embrace the pain, you'll be able to do the same thing too. The third thing I want to share with you is don't compare. The comparison is a thief of all joy. It will make you resentful, bitter, jealous, and unproductive. And many of us are looking at other people, but ladies, we're looking at other women, comparing our car to their car, comparing our business to their business, comparing our relationship to their relationship. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't compare, because ladies, the woman you think her life is better than yours, her lashes, her nails, her hair is fake just like yours, boo. So don't even worry about it. All right? Don't even worry about it. And the fourth and final thing is get excited. Don't just get excited about where you're going, but get excited about where you are right now. Bad situation and all. Bad situation at all. If you're facing the biggest fight of your life, get excited about that, because God doesn't give little fights. God doesn't give big fights to little soldiers. And if you're facing a big fight, that just means you have grown up into the armor that you were ready to wear, that only He knew you were ready to wear. So I just want you real quick to get excited. Get excited because you're the creator of your destiny, the artist of your masterpiece, the author of your story. Get excited because the world is going to see who you really are. That is kind, caring, compassionate, strong, bold, and an all-out badass.
I love her. Okay. That's the very first personal development video that I have ever watched. And I just remember, like, I am all about the short little videos that, like, get it done in 3 minutes, because I'm not the kind of person that's going to, like, watch a 3-hour personal development video, because I don't have the attention spans for that. But that goes into another thing I wanted to talk about, was comparison. So I know so many of y'all that come to me and they're just like, why is this person enrolling more than me? And what are they doing differently? And why are they at this rank and I'm not? And why did they enroll 17 customers today and I can't even get a response to a message? Like they said, comparison is literally the worst thing that you can do for your business, because it's not fair. I know so many of y'all that compare your month 1 to someone's month 17, and it's not fair to yourself. It's not fair to your business, and it's not fair to where you're going. And I know that when I got started, I'm like not a competitive person at all. If you're competitive, that's super great because it helps in a lot of situations, but I'm not. Like anything in sports, when I was in high school, I was like, you can like win the race. I don't care. You can shoot as many baskets as you want. I don't care, because I'm probably not going to make the first one. I'm not competitive. But when it came to this business, I am. Like, I compare myself in a positive way. And like Carly, y'all see me talk about Carly all the time. We've always been like accountability partners, and everything she did, I wanted to do, and everything I did, she wanted to do. I would enroll a customer, she would enroll one, or she would enroll 4, and that would motivate me to enroll at least 1 because I saw her doing so well. So what I encourage y'all to do is to find an accountability partner. Find somebody that you look up to. And if there's someone on your social media that you don't look up to that makes you feel bad about yourself and not good, unfollow them. If there's someone in this business that like discourages you instead of makes you feel encouraged, unfollow them. If they're not making you happy and making you feel like you need to work harder, don't follow somebody that's going to make you feel like that. So if there's someone in this business that you follow for inspiration, that's great. But if they don't make you feel inspired, there's no reason to follow them. I've definitely unfollowed other leaders, like people that were above me, that made me feel like I wasn't doing that great. But there are some people that I love following because they make me feel inspired. So that was just one thing that I want to talk about. It's just, there's no sense in comparing your business, because that's like comparing my life to yours. They're nothing alike, and they're never going to be. So if you feel like you're in a different place in your business and you feel like you should be farther, everything happens for a reason. I know that's super cliche, but it's so true. Like if you didn't reach a rank when you thought you were going to, it's so meant to happen at the time that it did, because y'all, I redid my double chart like 14 different times. And Kate was probably not on the first one, and then Kate was on the second one, and then on the third one, she was my double diamond for triple, and she was my diamond for double. Like, and that was not how it was the first time. And as badly as I wanted to go double the first time, it wasn't meant to be with that chart. And I redid my triple chart a billion different times. And I'm probably going to redo my presidential chart a billion different times, with depending on which direction goes. So don't sit there and compare your business to someone else's, because they're never going to be the same. And you're going to sit there spending so much time comparing yourself. It's just like we do as girls. Like, it's literally in our blood to go on Instagram. Like, the freaking Discover page is the worst page to go on, because you scroll down and you're like, why are these girls like so pretty? Okay, well, they edit every single picture with their $10 editing apps that make themselves like cut in half by the Reshape tool. Okay, so it's literally in our blood to compare ourselves. But when it comes to this business, you literally cannot compare your business to someone else's, because like you can't. Like, it's stupid. So that's literally all I wanted to say about that. So I had another video. I don't know where it went. But if y'all follow Gary Vee, if you don't follow Gary Vee, go follow him on Instagram. He cusses a lot. He's very derogatory, but his words and what he says are so freaking amazing. And he'll like light a fire under your rear end if you need one. And then obviously I'm going to tell y'all again, order this book. order, if you like Audible books, it's on Audible, or you can order off Amazon, but it will change your whole life. Like, I just went through and I took a highlighter and literally highlighted so much in this book of things that like helped me that I really thought would be good for my business and that I wanted to share with y'all. So now we are going to do our power hour. So I'm going